Hey guys, Gathering Magic back again, and this just announced just moments ago, and as soon as it popped up, I'm like, yep, I want to get this in front of everybody as soon as I can. They just announced the new Chaos Legion reward cards. These are the Soulbound reward cards, and there's going to be 43 of them. So let's take a look at the post. They are going to be released on Tuesday, January 31st, so 11 days from now. As soon as they are released, they will replace the old reward cards in the loot chests. The old reward cards will stop being minted, even though many of them are still well under their initially planned print limit. This is why a lot of them sold right away off the marketplace as soon as Aggie made the announcement in the last town hall. But it says, please note that the season reward chest earned from the current season and earlier will still contain the old reward cards, and only chests earned after the new reward cards are added will contain the new ones. So players don't need to wait to open their season chests on the 31st, as they will still contain the old reward cards no matter when they are opened. The new reward cards will also have some additional changes as how they are distributed via the loot chest. First and foremost, the option for players to use alchemy and legendary potions to increase their chances of getting better rarity and gold foil reward cards when opening loot chests will be re-enabled. This is huge. So people that have legendary and alchemy potions and think, oh, well, I'm not opening any packs, I don't need them. Now you're going to need them to get better cards out of the chests. Additionally, legendary reward potions used for opening loot chests will now also double the chance of receiving epic rarity cards as well as legendary rarity cards. Okay, that's another huge change. Note that this change to legendary potions will only apply to loot chests. No changes will be made for the pack opening. This option will be enabled by default for all users once the new reward cards are released, and can be disabled via the settings page under each player's account profile on the Splinterlands website. Okay, we look forward to making this change, making potions much more valuable and exciting to get in loot chests, especially for players who don't typically open packs. And that's what I just said. So if you're a player and you don't buy packs, you're getting all these potions, you're like, oh, these potions don't matter. Now you're going to want the potions because they're going to help you to get better cards. Okay, and I just read this. The second change is now that a single chest may contain multiple of the same reward card. That is awesome. So if you're in Champ, you're not going to get just one BCX common. Higher tier loot chests will not only have a higher chance of getting higher rarity and gold cards, but now will have a higher chances of getting multiple copies of each card. Percentages are shown below. Okay. So in bronze, you have a 0.2% chance of a legendary. That's about the same. So it goes to 3.2, about 0.5% for a bronze, 20% for a rare, 79.3 for a common, half for a gold foil. Let's see. Please note that legendary alchemy potion charges will only be used when opening a chest that is randomly determined to contain reward cards, and only one charge will be used per chest. Happened before the quantity is determined. This means that the higher level chest tiers, a single legendary or alchemy potion charge may lead to multiple of, could lead to multiple epic legendary and gold foil cards. Yep, so if you use a legendary potion and you were going to pull a legendary card, there's a chance that you just got more than one BCX of that legendary card. Okay, additionally, the chances of receiving a specific type of item is changing a little bit. So merits are still 10%. SPS is still 33%. That's flat change throughout. Reward card, 33%. So that is awesome. You've got a 1 in 3 chance now of getting a card, where before it was like 23% and then slowly scaled up. So 1 in 3 chests will contain reward card, 1 in 3 will contain SPS, and then the other 1 in 3 chance is basically split between potions and merits. Soulbound cards, they will be tied to your account, cannot be transferred, burned, or sold. We intend for them to become unsoulbound, meaning they will be able to be transferred, rented, burned, or sold once they stop being available. We estimate that roughly 1 to 2 years out from this initial release of Soulbound Reward cards, we will release a new set of Soulbound Reward cards. Okay, so if you plan on burning these, you're going to have to wait 1 to 2 years. I'm fine with that. New card stats and abilities. Exact details of each card will be available. Okay, new abilities subject to change, of course. The set of new Soulbound Reward cards. 43 cards. So, 37 monsters, 6 summoners. This is pretty much what I figured. 1 of each plus a dragon. 12 legendary. That's a little bit more than I thought. I thought there'd be 7. So 2 from each element. 1 dragon, 1 neutral. 7 epic. That's pretty much what I thought. 12 rare, 12 common. Conscript ability will be available on summoners only. Allow the player to use 1 more gladiator card in the battle than normal. So, if you play this in brawls, you can use 2 gladiator cards. If you use this in ranked, you can use 1 gladiator card. Conscript rule set is coming in the future. Okay, that is cool. This means that in a guild brawl battle with the conscript rule set, if a player uses a conscript summoner, they'll be able to use 3 different gladiator cards. Wow, that's huge. Before the complaints start coming in that gladiator cards outside of guild brawls is too OP, please keep in mind that the mana cost of the summoners with the conscript ability is designed to mitigate that. So that means those summoners are probably going to have 6 or more mana. Yep, summoner cards are planned to all be rare. That's about what I figured. 6 mana, sounds right. And include 1 lower level stat buff with conscript. Okay, the martyr ability. Wow, someone in a recent live stream with Dwayne talked about what the martyr ability said, and they said, well, maybe it's similar to bloodlust, +1 to all stats. And Dwayne was like, no, that seems like it's too OP. Well, it sounds like it's coming. Okay, but it does not give the entire team. So when a character with a martyr ability dies, it gives all adjacent character +1 to all stats. So that means it's important to position this just right. Martyr also pairs very nicely with Resurrect, since when a card with Martyr is resurrected, it can apply the Martyr buff again the next time it dies. So that's cool. Very similar to Bloodlust, +1 to all stats. Bloodlust effect will be removed when hit by a character with a Dispel ability. Bloodlust will always have +1 speed, even in the reverse speed rule set. Okay, and now the other ability is Weapons Training. It affects adjacent characters, so it's good on positioning. Will train characters with no attack, giving them attack of the same type as the character. The amount of attack that it gives is still to be determined on additional playtesting. Yeah, because they don't want to have a character that has +3 melee give characters on each side +3 melee. So it sounds like this still has some testing to do, but yep, they still have testing to do to decide just exactly how much of that attack ability the character is going to get. If the character with weapon trainings dies then any adjacent characters with no attack will lose the effect. Okay. So as soon as the weapon trainer dies, whoever it's giving the buffs to, they lose those buffs. The set of new Soulbound Reward cards is planned to contain 6 cards with weapon training, 1 legendary one from each element. So weapons training is going to be hard to get because it's only going to be on the rarities, guys, or on the legendaries. So you know how hard it is to pull a legendary from a loot chest. So it's going to be very tough to get this weapon training ability. Plus, you know, as hard as it is to pull a legendary, now you need to pull the legendary of the splinter that you want. So it says 2 of them will have melee, 2 will have ranged, and 2 will have magic. We can speculate on which those will be. My guess is pretty obvious. One of the 2 that gives melee will be red, will be fire, but we'll see. It's planned that each of the 7 epic cards will have no attacks. And if you saw my video yesterday, you saw that the green epic card that was leaked has no attacks, and it had at level 5 swiftness, Strengthen and Inspire. Finally, we want to note that 2 abilities in particular have been relatively underpowered in the past, and they'll be given new life with these changes, which are Oppress and Dispel. So Oppress and Dispel monsters are finally getting some love. Okay, now the one thing that they didn't do that I'm very glad, because I don't like a complete list of spoilers, is they did not spoil each card. But there you have it, guys. So this post is on Peak D. I will put this link in the description so you guys can read this for yourself and go through it, but I wanted to get this out to you as soon as I could. Exciting. I'm very excited. This is coming out the day before my birthday, so sweet. I'll be able to grind some chests on my birthday and hopefully get some new reward cards. Okay, guys. I will come back later today with another video going through reward openings or Splinter Forge. Like I said, exciting times in Splinterlands. Okay, guys, take care.